Today we're going to take a look at Lenovo Legion 5 Pro. This will be my long-term review. This is a 2021 top-spec model, 32GB RAM and 1TB NVMe drive. I'm using this machine mainly as a desktop replacement, and it is mostly in this docked mode, which do help with cooling and makes it easier for me with external screen. What I love about this machine is the I/O placement, which is mostly on the back side of this laptop. Looking at the front side, we can see clean design with a decently sized panel lip. This makes it easy to open this machine with one hand. Here you can see it in action, and with that let's see what is the startup time when cold booting. Looking at the front side, we can see typical Lenovo design, which to be honest I'm not a fan of. Trackpad is more on the left side and not centered. Navigation arrows are extended, numpad is there, and etc. Overall design is again, in my opinion, old school and outdated. Trackpad is fine, again old design, but it serves its purpose. Keyboard is also fine and responsive. I'm most certainly not going to measure travel distances, it is a Lenovo keyboard after all. Power button is in the middle, and there is a LED light indicator to let you know which performance mode you are currently in. On the right side we have air vents, single USB-A port, camera kill switch and a right speaker. On the left side we have air vents, USB-C DP port, audio combo port and left speaker. On the back side, as I already mentioned, we have main I/O ports, including 3 USB-A ports, USB-C DP PD port, LAN, HDMI port and charging port. Camera is present but without Windows Hello function unfortunately. Quality is fine, it's 720p camera like every other. Display panel feels sturdy and stable, however movement is limited because of air exhaust plastic covers on the back side. Backlight bleeding is not present in my unit, which is great. Included 300 watt power supply is more than enough for this machine. Due to its power, it gets barely warm even after hours of gaming. Air intake grill size is more than enough and it really looks nice. Now let's take a look under the hood. To open this machine we will need to remove 10 screws. I will be uploading separate video on repasting this machine, so stay tuned. You will need to use plastic pry tool, and I advise starting on the back side and slowly working your way around while unclipping all cover clips. Here we can see air intake grills again. It is really nice design, I must say again. Cover is made of metal and feels well built. In the middle is plastic stabilizer, so that cover will not flex if pressed in the middle. Then we have some hot air blockers. Main purpose of those is to block hot air from the middle entering fans on both sides. Built-in 78 Wh battery is decent and will last you at least 5 hours in normal use case. On the left side is one free NVMe slot. Memory is placed in the middle and I was lucky enough to get single rank X8 memory. On the right side is main NVMe slot and Wi-Fi card. Whole cooling unit is built together, meaning that the fans are directly connected to heat pipes and middle block, which is in my opinion great decision. On the bottom part we can see bottom firing speakers, which are decent but nothing special. Now I'm going to show you some charts, so please feel free to pause this video for better overview. Looking at power draw from this machine we can see that GPU is not being limited that much, but rather CPU, which makes sense. CPU was running at 100C in all modes except quiet one. It was not exceeding thermal limits, but it was running hot, even after I changed thermal paste and pads. Comparing quiet and performance mode in Cinebench shows that this CPU can be fast, but at the same time power hungry and hot. On the other hand, GPU was consistent and relatively cool, considering that it was using whole 140 watt in Volley bench. When it comes to gaming, it will eat anything that you throw at it. I did all of my tests on external 1440p screen with max switch on. I have turned on basically everything that was available on highest possible settings to see what are the limits of this machine. Whatever you throw at this machine, it will work flawlessly, which leads me to my conclusion. Considering price, performance and build quality of this machine, it's really hard to recommend anything else. There are some desired design changes that Lenovo could have made, but this is more on me than Lenovo. What is on Lenovo is poor control software. They should have looked at Asus and their ROG series in terms of device control through software. At the end, Lenovo 5 Pro is clearly, at least for me, one of the top 3 devices to recommend in 2021-2022. We will see what will future bring. Thank you for watching. Also consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Cheers!